Today we're going to be looking at scenario civilization starts over. We are now on episode 5. Sorry if I said episode 5 in the last episode. It was episode 4. And I'm sorry that I wasn't able to make the episode 5 yet yesterday. But here we go. So we immediately see a new nation. How it goes on this channel. And I'm gonna grow. Oh my god. Girl. But this big. Yeah, I know this is pretty big. Capital can be around here. And they actually decide to send boats over here. They make a little colony right here. Again, they don't treat it like it's a part of the mainland, kind of like someone. They end up taking it all. We also see the country sending explorers, and they get a little lost. This is about what happens, and they find the coast, decide to set their own colony right there. Be around this pig. Right there. I'm done. There. Okay. At the capital. Over here on the coast. And these guys start to expand. Cutting off the blue country from any access. There. So they decide to take, what's this, Sri Lanka? I don't know. And they also decide to expand the colony here in Africa and grow it much larger, around 10 times. Right there. You also see this red country over here expand a little bit over here. Right there. This country over here sets a colony on the coast, send out people, explorers, and they make a colony right down there. The only reason they did this is so they can access the sea trading, not land, because they don't really like land. It takes forever. we also see a group of another explorers from India go over here in the land in Indonesia, creating which is probably a bad mistake because they have probably just created the monster. And they decide to make their colony literally any on these two islands. Could have done it anywhere else. Oh, never mind. They take over this. Yeah. They start pretty small, but that is not what I meant. Oh, they decide to take probably the central west part of the country, and there's also another country going to form. No, actually, we're gonna see our first war. First war is gonna be between these countries, and the country that's gonna be starting this war is the Indian country. Reasons because they literally cut them off from access to the rest of the world. So, except for maybe so they end up invading. They sent detectives and some of the army over here, getting dangerously close to the capital, until the red country ends up deciding doing something, and they end up cutting off this group, and they end up destroying it, if you know what I mean, and they end up invading them. Yep, just invading. They push back their army up north, over here. They start to invade Sri Lanka, which is, if they do annex or take this at the end of the war, then Indians are going to collapse because they're not going to be able to do anything if they ever do go to war again. And, well, it is not good for India, as you see. And, yeah, they start to invade from the bottom. And they eventually sign a peace treaty. And this is about the land they're going to get. They also do lose a bit of the colony as a new country forms. As a new country forms right about here. There. The capital is going to be around over here. We also see a little tiny more. Actually, no. We also see one country over here expand. Quite a bit. Look at that. Oh, frick. Okay, my money's okay. Look at that. Bro, what? Man. Queen of Bitland. And as explorers are about to meet each other, a war happens. Oh yeah, before this war happens, I need to this country decides to expand. Quite big, actually. And they decide to declare war on the colony, not the entire country. That is law right now. It's probably not going to stay law forever. But why? They decide to invade quite a lot already after just a couple hours of war. And this colony sends some of the navy over here to make a landing. Ends up connecting with the rest over here. Decide to move up, down, here, until the colony eventually surrenders, and they completely annex. Yep, taking the whole thing. They really cared about that colony. So they're not gonna invade because they just had a war like a couple days ago with this country, so they don't really care about the colony over here in Africa. So yeah. We also see the broad country expand. Right here. Look at that. And right. Yep. And right about there. They also expand the colony here in England. Nope. Here in England. And that's about it. But yeah, okay. Still got some time. Green country starts to expand even more. Go for it. And they reach down all the way over here. And they completely take that. They also decide to make a line over here. Oh, it's gonna be a little small. Yep, right there. And that's about it. And that's about it. We're going to see in this episode. Thank you all for watching. I don't remember. I'm going to post basically an episode every day. And goodbye.